I guess how has the adjustment gone over the first, 10 games or 11 games of the season to college basketball for you?
It's definitely been different, like how fast the game goes, how much extra work you have to put into the game, how much like studying on the film you have to do. It's definitely it's been challenging, but the challenge has been good. I feel like my teammates have made like a better experience all around for like me to like adjust to. So it's been good, but it's been challenging. But it's been a good challenge.
Do you and the other freshmen, you think that you all are getting better? Like, do you see those results?
Definitely. I kind of figure like it shows a little bit on the court, like as aspects of us like getting better. But it's really not us, it's our teammates. They help us get better, they challenge us, they believe in us. Every single day they show us that we mean a lot to the team. And without them showing us that we mean a lot to the team, then I don't think we'd ever would have thought we could get better, but we gotten better.
How do you think the team overall has improved since the first game?
We've improved a lot. You could tell we've improved. So many people had doubted us, but as long as we're the only ones in the locker room, the coaches, as long as we believe in ourselves, we're gonna continue to get better and grow. We come in every day knowing that we have a chip on our shoulder, that we have a lot to prove, and so we just continue to get better.
How has the focus on defense impacted your defensive intensity so far this season?
I think we're a defensive-minded team. That's what we're trying to show is what we're going to be great at to start anything on the floor. So I think we've taken a great initiative to start on defense so that it can carry on to in our offense. So I think it's really good that we pay attention to that every single time.
Thanks, Iyana.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, first of all, I wanted to say thank you to all the students that came to the game today for Education Day. It was really great to have such a big crowd, a bunch of screaming fans, a little bit more high-pitched than normal, but I have a 3-year-old, so I was ready for it. But it just brought a great energy into the gym, and we really appreciated that. It was pretty neat for us to be able to play in the middle of the day, something very different, but having kids there that were pulling for us, fans there that were pulling for us, made a big difference for us today. It always does. I played at a place where our fans were our sixth man, and we're hoping to get this program back there. So today was really neat to kind of have a feel of what that would be like as people start coming back to games after COVID, and as we get better and people want to start coming back to games. The next thing I'll say is that I'm really proud of our team for gutting out a win today. It was not pretty. On either side of the floor, but we grinded it out, and sometimes you have to do that. In terms of winning a game, you have to do that, and we've been on plenty of other sides of it this year already where we weren't able to grind it out at the end, and so today we did do that. Obviously there were mistakes that we need to clean up, but this has been a really long month for our team. We've been traveling a lot, we've had a lot of games, we're going right into finals right now, and so I'm excited for them that we have about a week to just exhale, focus on academics, which is really, really important here. Make sure we tie that up really tight going into the Christmas break. And then we also get some time to practice and work on things that we need to work on to get better, especially going into the final part of our non-conference schedule and then into the SEC conference. So really happy we were able to pull out a win today. Every win means something to our team. Every game we get is an opportunity for us to get better. So today I think we did that in some ways, and I'm looking forward to the next week with our players.
What do you think of the defense today?
I thought our defense is really, it's getting better every day. And obviously there were some things that happened that we can't give wide open threes up. And there were points in the game where we made mistakes, whether it was fatigue or a lack of communication. I don't think that we're not going to make mistakes. I don't like passive mistakes. I don't like mistakes where those are things that require no talent. You communicate, you work hard, you compete. When we don't do those things, I get really mad. And I think most of our mistakes on defense today were that. But obviously we held them to a really low scoring number, and for us, I don't think it was our defense today. I think it was our offense, and we just kind of looked really stagnant. Our defense has always been pretty good every game, and today we just looked stagnant on offense. Our decision making wasn't great. We were throwing the ball away. We've got to stop throwing the ball away. We can't afford to throw the ball away over 20 times every game. And then when we have open shots, we got to knock them in. So all of the things that we talk about every game, but today, instead of a loss, talking about those things, it's a win.
How do you feel about the buy-in defensively? Because I mean, your team forced a lot of turnovers today. There have been some good defensive performances lately.
The buy-in is indicative of the buy-in of our team, right? So they understand that everything that we do starts and ends with our effort on defense because we can control it. It's not something that that ever on our worst day we can't do. We can make up and make a decision and a choice every day to be competitive, to communicate, to work really hard on defense, to make every shot they take tough, and then to go get the ball and rebounds. I mean, sometimes shot goes in, sometimes I don't. I was just talking to Iyana about Steph Curry. I mean, the best players in the world make only 50% of their shots. What else are you doing on the floor to impact your team's ability to win the game? And I think on defense, for us, that has to be our focus every single time we come out on the basketball court. And it was today. So it put us in position to win the game. Now, I'd just like us to see us execute a little bit better on offense, but that will come. And that will definitely come. I'm just really happy with our defense and, knowing also that we have to continue to get better at it because the SEC conference is brutal. And we have, playing big teams, athletic teams, and they're going to challenge us day in and day out. So we need to continue getting better.
You mentioned going into that break coming up. How much have you seen this team grow and evolve past 11 games?
I mean, immense growth, immense. And I really think, we talked a little bit about, except for maybe a couple games in the beginning of the year where we're still trying to figure out our identity, especially offensively. I don't think anyone thought that we would be competitive in terms of some of the games that we've played. And honestly, we could have won every game we played this far, especially over the last 3 weeks. And that's really encouraging. And you start to see them believe it. And that's a difference maker. When your kids, when your players start to believe that they can win and they start to give that effort, and that's how they play and that's how they act, that's how you become a winner. That's how you create championship team. It's not me. Coaches get a lot of credit. It's not me. I can't play. I sit on the sideline. We talk about strategy. We talk about all the things that all the coaches do. It's not rocket science. The people that win games are the players. They make the plays to win the games. So if our players start to believe that they can actually win and that they can win these games, and they go out and they play like that, we're going to be in really good shape.
Is Kiera Pearl injured?
She had some surgery, so she's going to be out for the foreseeable future. And then, we're still working on some things with that, going through doctors and athletic trainers. There's still a lot of information that we're gathering, but yes, she did. Yeah, she's going to be out for the foreseeable future.
How big was this win going into this extended break? How big was it for morale and just keeping focus over the next 10 days?
Every win is big for morale. You have to celebrate every win. You have to celebrate every victory. No matter how ugly it gets, And today wasn't, like I said, it wasn't pretty. But especially going into this break, having a win and then we're able to focus on our academics and talk about the things that we could get better at is important. We have that feeling of a win, over that course of the day is a lot different than when you lose a game, especially at home. And now you got to turn around and focus on some different things. So, we are going to celebrate every single victory. Games, practices, all the things. Academics, we celebrate every victory because we work hard for it.
Jordan Cambridge scored 10 points along with her 10 steals tonight. Can you just speak a little bit about her leadership on either side, especially on the defensive end tonight?
Jordan's like a coach's dream, right? She's going to give you every single thing she has. She's going to listen to everything you do. She's going to try to do it exactly the way you told her to do it, and she's going to compete until she just passes out on the floor. And those are the kids that you need to have on your team. And for us, she is an integral part of our success. She has to be on the floor because she's so impactful on both ends of the floor. And it goes back to what we were talking about before. It's really not scoring points for her, right? Like she's not going out there and scoring 30 every night. It's everything else that she does to help our team win. And players like that just don't get enough shine. Jordan, we can't win without her on the floor. And I'm just so happy for her because it's been such a long time since she's played. I have a personal attachment to what that feels like and understanding how hard it is for her to be out there doing what she's doing every day, how much time and effort it takes for her to take care of her body. But she's completely invested not only in our program and our team here at Vanderbilt, but in just being excellent at what she does. And it's not even just a basketball floor. You talk to anybody in this community, you talk to any of her professors, you talk to anyone that she interacts with around campus. Jordan's a different kind of kid, and we're lucky to have her on our team.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Don't mind my